A baby?
Breathe?
A baby?
I was just thinking.
About the future?
We'd have to change how we live.
The planet, use less...
No, well, yeah, but that's not...
Okay.
I'm freaking you out.
Not freaking me out?
Completely. You thought you'd be the one.
No.
The one to say it. Yes. To say yes. Okay, I'm ready. Yes. Let's do it. Yes.
That's...
To put the pressure on.
Pressure?
Yes, to try to convince me to. We're having a conversation. That's all that's happening. All that's happening is we're having a conversation.
You're having a conversation?
We're having a conversation.
A conversation you're starting?
A conversation that I'm trying to start.
A conversation that you're deciding to start now?
Yes.
In IKEA?
I hadn't planned to.
No, okay, good.
Do you want some water, or...?
That kid with the panda staring.
But you're hyperventilating.
Don't exaggerate.
If it's too much.
It's not too much.
If it's too much, we can put it back in the box. Just put a lid on it and lock it away, and then later, when you're feeling less freaked out...
I'm not freaked out.
All right, fine, okay.
I'm not. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm fucking shocked, actually. I'm...
Freaked out?
I'm not.
You are?
I'm completely freaked out, yeah. Because why don't you ever... Why didn't you talk to me about this?
I'm talking to you now. I'm telling you now. We're talking now. We're having a conversation. When should I have?
We're not. This is not a conversation.
Okay.
It just isn't.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I know for fucking certain it's not.
All right, okay.
Can we at least get out of the queue? Because everybody's...
I know. I didn't mean to just...
Yes, I need a minute. Can we put it back in the box?
There's no rush. There's no hurry.
Catch my breath.
It's a conversation.
Have a walk or something. 10 minutes. Meet you back at the car.
Okay.
What's wrong?
You said 10 minutes.
I needed to think.
It's pitch dark. You stink of cigarettes.
It's snowing. Is it snowing?
Coldest winter ever, they've just said. Hottest summer, coldest winter.
And you've left the engine running.
I was listening to the radio.
I'm okay.
I know. I just... worried.
There's no need.
Good.
Did we get any of the stuff that we came here for?
I went back, but they...
Shit.
Yeah.
A baby?
I was just... thinking.
Can we just... We will talk about it, but...
Yeah.
Not right now. I'm too...
I know, me too.
Can I drive?
Of course.
You can play me your demo. Let me hear your new songs.
They're not finished.
Okay, well, let's just sit here and not say anything then, okay? Just be silent. Just not have to deal with this right away, because...
Good.
I don't have that.
It's okay. Whenever you want to talk about it, we can.
No, okay, good. Yeah, of course. Just not now. Don't have anything to say about it right now, because it's such a shock. It's such an enormous... You can't just say something like that to someone. You can't just say that to me and expect me to be fine and rational and clear-headed.
When would be the right time to mention?
I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just know that wasn't it. Sorry.
I shouldn't have said anything.
No, you're right. You are. It is something that we should...
Should we?
We should be, yeah, talking about, because, fuck, we're not getting any younger.
No. So are we talking about it, or...?
No. Yes. Go on.
With what?
You were saying, with what? What were you saying?
I've said it all.
Well, then say it again, because I couldn't hear you the first time, because people were staring, and I was pushing a trolley and holding a lamp, and I couldn't breathe.
You got the gist.
I think so.
Well, you wouldn't have got as freaked out as you did.
Touche. Touche. So, where do we go from here?
Well, we should try and leave the car park.
Sarcasm. Right now, you think that's...
I'd like to hear your opinion.
Yeah?
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Well, it's a two-way...
I know.
It's a two-way thing, and so go on.
It's this. I have no idea. I don't have... It's like you've just punched me in the face and then asked me a maths question.
Like I punched you in the face?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I'm saying yes.
I'm not asking a question.
Aren't you?
No.
You're starting a conversation.
I'm not sure if...
Well, it started and now it's happening and I'm saying yes.
Right.
Look, all right, listen, you have to understand. All right, and I'm thinking out loud here, okay? So you can just let me talk. Just let me think it through out loud. Don't jump in if I say something wrong or stupid, okay? Can you just let me talk, please? Because I've always wanted, and I'm talking in the abstract, I've always had a sense, I've always had an idea. Well, I've always defined myself, okay, as someone who would, that my purpose in life, that my function on this planet would be to, and it's not that I've ever really thought about it like that. It's only now because you're asking. Not asking, mentioning, starting a conversation. It's only because of that I'm now even thinking about it. Because it's always sort of been a given for me, an assumption, ever since I was a little girl playing with dolls. Long before I met you. It's never been what I guess it should be, which is an extension of, an expression of fucking love, or whatever, the coming together of two people. It's always been this, all right, and this will sound stupid and naive, but it's always been an image, I guess, of myself with a bump and glowing in that motherly, or pushing a pram, or a cot with a mobile above it, or singing to it, or reading it Beatrix Potter or Dr. Seuss. And I don't care. I've never cared about whether it's a boy or a girl. Just small and soft and adorable, and with that milky head smell and tiny socks and the giggles and, yeah, the vomit even, because that's all part of it. It's all part of looking after it, caring for it, and that, I think that's the impulse. And there's always been a father in the picture. He's just kind of been a background, blurry, generic man. Sorry, but this is just the picture I've had of my life ever since I've been able to think, and I've never ever questioned it. Never. And I've pushed it all down and focused on my career, on my studies, and on myself, and now it's becoming, well, it's potentially becoming a little bit more real. I'm just going to need a second to think about it, please, or much longer, in fact, because I'm not an idiot. You know, I'm a very thoughtful person, and I want to do everything for the right reason, or at least a good reason. And I believe in questioning and never just blindly accepting, and it's going to take a lot of effort to unravel, to excavate, not excavate, but excavate all those previously held assumptions and beliefs, because it's important. It's probably the most important thing you could ever do to bring another person, a person, like an actually living, breathing, thinking, because they don't stay small forever. And I think, don't they? I think a lot of people just think about them being small and tiny and unconditional with their eyes and their giggles and their tiny little fingers gripping your thumb. I did. I thought like that because it's just too hard. Like, we're not quite designed to fully comprehend the
enormity
or whatever, which is maybe it's like a survival mechanism. Perhaps it's like an inbuilt thing, because if you thought about it, like, if you really actually properly thought about it before actually doing it, then you'd never actually fucking do it, because it's too fucking
enormous.
It is. It's fucking enormous. It's fucking enormous. It's the purpose of life itself, the meaning, the meaninglessness, the love and the horror and the hope and the fear and everything. The volume of it all turned right up for the rest of your life, the rest of someone else's life, committing someone to something forever. Ancestry, the 7,500 generations of human history. And I don't even know that much about my grandparents, let alone my great-grandparents or and it's their genes, really. Their genetic stuff. These dead people just walking around making choices for this tiny little... But that's not the whole thing.
Breathe.
No, this is what I'm saying. They don't stay small. They grow up. They become grown-ups, like everyone else. They become their own grown-up people, and they think their own thoughts, and they buy their own clothes, and they leave home, and they hate you. All right? Because I'm thinking out loud. I'm thinking and talking.
I didn't say anything.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening.
Look, let's go home and drink some gin and pretend I never said anything.
And the planet.
I don't want eyes, take my eyes.
The planet. Because you worry about the same things I do. You care about the same.
Do I?
And they say, don't they, that if you really care about the planet, if you really care about the future of mankind, then don't have children.
Do they?
I mean, what they actually say is, if you care about the planet, then kill yourself. But I'm not going to do that. So, because there's almost 8 billion people. There's just too many people. And there's not enough of everything. So really the right thing to do, the ethical thing to do, is not to contribute to that. Particularly people like us.
People like?
Car driving, plastic bag using, aerosol spraying, avocado importing, Western...
But we're good people.
Yeah, we are. We are good people. Yeah, we are good. Are we?
You can't think about that stuff.
No, I know it's not our responsibility. And I mean, anyway, so much about it's unknown. And what if this kid, what if this hypothetical, what if he or she, like this imaginary little Edwin or Hannah...
Edwin?
What if he or she was the one to work it all out and save everyone, the planet, polar bears, Bangladesh? We don't know, so...
So how do you factor that in?
Exactly. Or we could plant trees. We could work out the carbon footprint of all the expanding nappies in the landfill, or the baby cat puddies imported from the Congo or wherever, and we could plant trees, entire forests. We could create something pure and oxygenated.
But the world is going to need good people in it with everything that's happening. We can't just leave it to the people who don't think, the people who just have child after child without ever properly examining their capacity for love. I mean, that's what's wrong with everything, isn't it?
No, yeah, exactly. Hang on, what? Are you saying that some people are too stupid to have children?
No, of course not. But, yes, some people, lots of people, aren't thinking it through, not fully. And maybe the smartest, most caring, most informed people aren't having children.
Right.
So it's their genes that aren't surviving. So things are getting less caring and less informed and more savage.
So what? To say that it will be what? Eugenics? Or sterilise, exterminate?
No, not what I'm saying.
Like a test to determine who gets to...
No, of course not. I'm not... No. But... if we're being honest, really, it does seem insane that you need a license to drive a car or own a television, but literally anyone can... I'm not saying there should be licenses, of course there shouldn't, that would be completely... But with the world as it is, with thoughtless people multiplying like rats. Meanwhile, the people who read books, the people who think and try to help, and I know I'm being a little fascist here, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, of course I am, but there are some thoughtful people who are waiting for the perfect circumstances, and there's no such thing as perfect. So the world is overcrowded, and people think, well, I don't want to bring my child into this world full of crackheads and knife crime and homeless. And I know this sounds reactionary, but let's not be, politically correct about this for a second. There are some people who just shouldn't have children. They just shouldn't. And would it be such a great loss if those people, couldn't have children? Or I mean, isn't this what you were saying? I'm only carrying on from what you were saying.
I think I'm going to be sick. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, actually, I think I am.
I'm only saying what you've told me. You're the one doing the PhD. What have I said that's not true?
I know that's what I think. That's what I feel sometimes. But when you say it out loud like that, it sounds like the worst, cruelest, sickest, most hateful...
What do you want me to do?
Just a cuddle. And shut up for a second, actually, I think would be good.
Is that okay?
We should adopt then, maybe, probably, shouldn't we? Why aren't you saying anything?
Yeah, you're right, you're absolutely. The best thing to do, absolutely, with the world as it is, would be to...
So many unloved, unwanted...
And it's completely irrational, I know it is, but I don't want to do that. I know that makes me sort of a terrible person. I just don't think I'd be...
What if it's something that I really wanted to do?
Then we can talk about it.
But then not do it?
Yeah.
Right.
I worry I might be one of those fathers who doesn't notice his kids unless they're winning stuff or getting in trouble.
Oh, I don't want to be one of those mothers who only lives through their children. I want to still read books and do things. I will not use having a child as an excuse for becoming an idiot.
You're not your mother.
You're not your dad.
I want to be able to play with my kids without it having to be competitive or educational.
I want to still have sex. You can't let it ruin our...
People get so boring and it doesn't have to be like that.
I don't want to have to host the best birthday parties or make the best Chewbacca costume at Halloween.
Or push our kids to do stuff that they don't want to do.
Art lessons or...
But it has to value learning and be able to think for itself.
But not be so thoughtful it gets depressed and lonely.
Autumn babies get picked first for sports.
No princesses or soldiers. No guns or tiaras. Disney will not dictate what...
And the schools are a mess. We'd have to get on the board of governors or parents' associations.
We're talking about it. Look at us.
Are we too young to be talking about this, to be worrying about all this? We used to do stuff, go to the zoo, go clubbing.
We still do.
When?
How about tonight?
Not tonight.
Friday?
Be too hectic on a Friday.
Wednesday?
All right.
I've missed this!
What?
I said, I've missed this! Being out!
Being out? Yeah.
You got so boring staying in. Television!
What? Television? What?
It's very loud in here.
I can't hear you.
Great. Are you ready to go home?
Oh, fresh air.
Oh, my feet still hurt. I used to love those boots.
Look at those llamas.
Everyone here has a pram.
Should I grow a beard?
Yes, okay, yeah. It's yes. Let's do it. Let's make another person. I gave myself a week to think it through, but yeah, I think we should do it. I think we should try.
You sure?
Yeah. Aren't you? You're not, or you wouldn't be...
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay.
And you're sure?
Yeah.